Okay, so I'll carry on because I want to have my voice being heard on all the platforms that I have. Yeah? ET, all involved with et al. Are involved with ET to discriminate. Refer to Dr. Maria Hudson's research paper. And let me teach my brother some lessons. Yeah? Because if I'm out there, I'm going to use whatever is out there to exonerate myself and get my name. Might not happen in my lifetime, but it will be there for my granddaughter, Adrena Legister. Yeah? That's who I'm hoping it will be there for. My granddaughter, Adrena Legister. Yeah? Did I copy? 2009 to 10, graduate of the Open University. Go online. Jockey Musgrave, when I attended the early years, whatever. And I was talking about what the Open University done for me. And she asked if I could repeat it, and she recorded, and it's out there. And yet all I'm getting, donate. And nobody's even giving me a chance. I've seen your plight. How can we highlight your story? But I'm to donate. Family reunion. Yeah? I want my brother to go back and examine his conscience of what he did that have us here. I'm not saying much more. I'm just putting the pertinent information out there to help us as a family. Start LEYF. Transfer to Luton Street Community Nursing. Yeah? It was a young lady who came and recognized me because she was only a teenager when I was headhunted for Lambeth Walk Day Nursery, part of William Wilberforce. And she recognized me all these years later. And she spoke up for me when Maria Goncalves and the area manager targeted me. Now even Joelle Lax is out of the business. I understand she has to retrain as a driving instructor. What a lose to the caring industry. Yeah? Participant Dr. Maria Hudson's research paper 2012. It's all out there. Probably removed after a certain time. I was a participant. Why shouldn't I use that? Conduct a voice of a child project for LEYF CEO only to discover after Richard Harty, the paedophile. Yes, I will always call you the paedophile because you're responsible for men in childcare. Yeah? Because I went on LinkedIn and you were saying, you did not watch a program, but you're commenting about it. Yeah? (2011), meet Penny Tasani. I have the photographs out there in cyberspace. Meet Penny Tasani at a training. In the picture, I'm the only black person. Tanya Silva is mixed race. Julie Wees and Penny Tasani. Why am I not allowed to use those? Why, Irvin? Why? Sky News at Luton Street. Published in the Nursery World magazine. Joan O'Sullivan takes homemade book to upgrade for teaching and learning tool. And how many years later, I am this? What about my letters from the parents at King's from 2004? And my brother said I should not use them. Does my brother understand what is happening to me? And he think I'm sitting in here, coming on here because that's all I want to do. It's because there's nothing else. And it's either I'm going to go under, or I find something to keep my mind active. So it take me away from the reason why I must go under. How much gardening can I do? How much whatever can I do when I'm not functioning? Does he understand what he's saying? I'm having my session with Miss Reed later on. Me, Michael Gove, apply for the post of lead early years practitioner. I had a meltdown. I was the only one shortlisted. And what did they do to me? I have all those letters to prove, say, my life has only been there using my intellectual property to build LEYF and all that came after. And here I am, a criminal. And I'm not to talk. All I've written there now, I must start over again and get a diary. Get a diary and write and keep it to myself. Doesn't my brother understand that that is what is killing me? That I know I've done so much and I've written so much. And now my daughter is going to tell me about addiction. Having how many pages? Well, how did they not know when I was putting up those pages? And how do they not know about the Facebook memories where I talk about my mother and those people who have passed? When did the negativity start and who pushed me? And why did they allow them to push me? And why did they join in pushing me? That when Joy, Murty Bernard, yes, it's in Facebook memories. You can see I wrote on Facebook that Lloyd raped Yannick. What has that done to me? Knowing I was one of the last persons to see Lloydie before he was murdered because of a mistaken identity. And when police can come in here to beat me on the cover of the Margaret Hahn lecture, the impact on me. (2011) Val Legister. Yeah? Suffice it to say, I won't say much, but I have to surround myself with these to take away from whatever is happening. Yeah? Lee said they have no data for me. So what is this? And yes, I must hide these away. Why should I hide these away if they are who I am and what tells my story? Yeah? How? Yeah? 2011. Yeah? Well, the legislature endorsed LEYF. Submit data, fee for referee. Community Playthings UK. After I came back, I started with community playthings. And I work in partnership. After going to a training, I work in partnership up till 2016. The information is there, data is out there, especially LinkedIn that took away my account. And now I'm to give up everything in order to let them silence me and win. Kate's wedding. Yeah. What I did, I saw my own. Started in a dress, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. I cut it down to a skirt and accessorize it. And now Kate is in the Caribbean and doing whatever she's doing, and I'm here a criminal. Res Publica. I wrote a whole article. Yeah, I've read it again the other day. And I said, I'm here the other day. I see something coming about a review. And that's all I get done. Do you want to write for us? I've applied for trustee Chris Hayden. Everything I do, I get pushed back. And how does that make me feel? It reached a point where I once wrote to my daughter-in-law, I said, I hate myself. Yeah? And if my granddaughter is going through whatever she's going through, why can't I reach out to her and talk to her? I created my first website in 2012. I created my first YouTube in 2012. But despite asking for help, yeah? So what if I decided I want to see how the professionals say and decide to pay money to see whatever? Yet you who did not help me to do anything is not even sharing that and whatever, you have problems. because you told me I shouldn't do it, and I went ahead and I said, it's no harm in trying, at least the story is out there. But yet you, as my family, is not prepared to say how we grew up and where we're coming from. I have no story to tell. I must not publish any book. How do you think I'm feeling, brothers? And all those of you who ganged up to make me a criminal and public enemy number one. (2012). LinkedIn. I joined LinkedIn in 2012. There's so much I done in 2012. Joined LinkedIn as a result of June O'Sullivan sending memo for staff to contribute to her blog. I became an LinkedIn influencer, and now my account is gone. How many publications? And my brother is telling me I must everything and get a diary and write. How am I going to capture all that has been gone, brother? I'm still asking the question. And I'm not being negative, because you're the head of the syndicate that said I'm writing things out there about family to do whatever. Karen Walker, yeah? When June O'Sullivan mask of sanity slipped, she got her MBE now or whatever. She started with Karen Walker. And you see the women at the head, top of LEYF. Derbla, replace all these. Rashid Iqbal, where's Rashid Iqbal? Did he come to join Neil King and all the other pedophiles? Men in childcare? I can only summarize with whatever fact I have doing the research, A Voice of a Child for June O'Sullivan. Men in childcare. David Stevens. So David Stevens was a manager. Allegation used, he's back on the floor. Now he's in Scotland responsible for men in childcare. Why don't I question the role of Richard Harty? Yes, you're whatever, but yes, Richard Harty, you're a pedophile. Your action is that of a pedophile. Oshana. Yes, Oshana was shaking hands with Duchess Kate at Stockwell Nursery. The Stockwell where I almost lost my life. The Stockwell where I run to the Brixton police station. Yeah? And all that is happening now. Apprentice Brian, where is Brian? Yeah? So Brian's cousin, when Brian came as apprentice, he confided in me. He was depressed because his cousin was in jail, responsible for the murder of Ben Kinsella. Yeah? And I wrote to the Daily Express and saying, when they had some campaign and said, don't tell your employers or whatever. And everything that is being used against me is me asking for help. My brother said I shouldn't. So how are they not going to be aware if I don't point that out? Eh? And in my thingy, yeah? 2014 to date, son's wedding, mom's death, transfer to BIB, terrorism by legal entities. And it goes on. 2015, professor's endorsement, my journey to where from I was endorsed by Chris Pascal and Tony Bertram to where I'm at now. Yeah? Does anybody think I want to be living like this? Palpitations, a pain in my stomach. Eh? Yeah? I look at this and it said, Debbie, whatever, don't rather work. I don't know any Debbie, whatever. It was whatever Martin Bunch who contacted me on behalf of LEYF. All of those you hear the Daily Express saying about legal, whatever. Yeah? This is when police went to my husband, break into my husband's house, and I put on whatever. And to know what is happening to me. Yeah? There it is. Yeah? When I contact it to get support, I just don't think and do. I do my research. So when I send something to my brother and he's going, who left me to be in this situation? Who left me to reach the dark clouds, brothers? Yeah? Understanding child abuse as a part of safeguarding, the only abuse I haven't identified in the reviews online, at least the 3 that Winsome Duncan sent to me, is sexual abuse. Yeah? Notes of meeting with Mervelee Myers. That's from Dilly Sipcom. Yeah? Darren Mahan accompanying me to the disciplinary hearing and after that disappeared, and what the union done, and Arwin Macken telling me not to appeal. Yeah? My association with Darville School to where I'm at now. How did I reach here, brothers and family? Big child care conversation. How did I reach here? I have to download these things. Yeah? Handwritten notes about DBS. And I'm sitting here, a sitting duck. Yeah? May we make cheese? Yeah? I am on this website using the gadgets. King's College Hospital. Yeah? Faith Matcham. Yeah? And I'm studying these murder analyze. And that's what giving me pointers. Yeah? I take out grievance against Facebook for what Facebook is doing. That's why I said Facebook cannot do anything about the pages I have, the main pages. What happened? Not happy, no them say they can't give me for me. I tell you, say a scam. I tell you, said at the DWP just send this about materials allowance. Remember me tell you about this scam will come about me to send bank statement or whatever. It's scam. So this is the proper from DWP. It's about my cares allowance, isn't it? Yeah. Of course, then I may assure you, so may have to be on the alert what is scam and what is not scam. No worry yourself. Okay? Me just assure you, so you reassure you. Me not read it, me just see it. And me I say, you always I said to me, say, open the letters as soon as they come. What you want? Where food suit? Yes, me see it. This will sort everything out. Don't worry yourself. Look how the food is. Okay? Everything's all right. Okay? Yeah. I mean, no, because the light I reflect. Me I do that. So when me will drive back when me finish, okay? So you see, the man say whatever I have to go order. Say I have to go order parts or whatever for it. So I say. So something is definitely wrong with it. Okay? So you know, anytime anything happening in here, me not sit down with it. Me not know the job, me know the expert. So you say we have to go order it and when he get back. When he will make me know when he might come. Okay? So yes, this is what I reported. And it's so whatever, they can't give you a medical report, but whatever I reported. So that's from Nexus Group. Yeah? When police beat me up. Yeah? As I said, I don't sit down in here and don't try early intervention strategies and ways and means to get help. I no longer call this the ambulance service because every time they come here, they're trying to trick me to take me out of here under the Mental Health Act. And if they take me out of here under the Mental Health Act, they can come at any time just to come and take me away for a vengeance for those who are paying them pedophile money. Yeah? So nobody's going to take me out of here. You hear the little man. You mightn't see him, but you hear him. His foot is swell like a jackfruit. Yeah? These are proof that I don't sit in here and don't try to get help. Yeah? 11th of March 2021, a year ago. Yeah? I never sit in here when anything and don't try to get help. But it reached the stage now where I'm being seen as a nuisance the same way my family treating me as a nuisance when I wrote in the thingy that I whatever. Yeah? So this is advice in London. Everywhere I turn. So you see about legal. Who is that giving me legal advice? No, nobody's giving me legal advice. Yeah? So I'm not going to prolong it. I have other things to do. I need to set up that and make sure it is working. So I'm going to do this one first. There is a God. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. That was the last one. I don't know why this is not on whatever, so I'll have to sort out so it's back on pictures. I'm not doing anything in a hurry, but if there's anything that's going to say who I am, so now why should I allow my brother to dictate terms? I must come off social media and give up everything that I work so hard to accomplish and achieve. Why should I allow my brother? He's head of a syndicate too, whether he knows it or not. And I want him to show where in this I have anything there about family business. I want him to show me. I want him to show me. No, I'm not ending this one. We don't have anything about family business on here. Fucking Cynthia just a fucking domain. What human should be living like this? Why is Mervelee living like this? When I told this Lipton at the House of Commons nursery, if I was an animal at Bird in the Bush, the RSPCA would rescue me. And 8 years later, 8 years later, this is what is happening to me. And they think I can just do whatever because it solves their conscience to treat me like an idiot and blame me for everything. Yeah? It solves their conscience. I don't know why this is not. We'll get another one. We can't deal with this. Other people making mileage of their whatever. And I'm not to say I am depressed when you cause me to depress. I never hide the fact that I experienced depression all my life. Yeah? And my brother is going to dictate terms to me. Yeah? To his party, to all that is happening to me. And become a syndicate like the criminals at the DWP who targeted me. Make sure I get money so that they can come and take it off me. They make sure I get money. So they have to come and take it off me. Eh? And instead of using my story. Instead of using my story to whatever, everybody can pick up who make TikTok. Where was TikTok made on social media? But I'm not allowed to use social media to tell my story. How can this be fair from the people who I thought was there for me? Look in the thingy what it says. My support is my family. They're far away. And now the same family turn against me. And I'm not to say anything. And come blame me. Come blame me. I must take the blame to solve your conscience. Yes, I'll take the blame to solve your conscience. I will take the blame to solve your conscience. Yes, I will. Let me take the blame to solve your conscience. And show me where. Am I the ghostwriter? The ghostwriter is who is on there using me. There's a ghostwriter on there using me to do whatever. Time that ghostwriter go to hell where they belong. I'm gonna sort out everything before I do anything else. Time that ghostwriter go to hell and leave me alone. And all who you whatever can solve your conscience. Because I'm gonna make it my business not to get in touch with you or whatever. I'm gonna try and live without you lot. Who taking me for an idiot. And disrespecting me and my integrity. I tell you not whatever. I tell you not whatever. I tell you not to whatever. Why not compromise? But when you push me to the limit, yeah? You push me to the limit, like what they have done to push me to the limit, to go to bird in the bush on the eve of, on your birthday. Ever considered? No, don't need to consider. Why consider me? I'm nothing. It's easy to salvage your conscience, isn't it? It's easy to salvage your conscience by making me the scapegoat. Make her the scapegoat. Let us make her the scapegoat. I'll head the syndicate to make her the scapegoat. I am the educated one. Let us make her the scapegoat. Well, I will no longer be the scapegoat, sorry. See, WordPress, whatever, do whatever WordPress. After how many, whatever, WordPress said I don't have an account, and all of a sudden now something else turning up. I will not call them. Why should I call them? I have no need to call them because they are party to the discrimination. Yeah? They sat back in there, they sat back years, 8 years, and helped push me in this hole that I'm finding it hard to come out of. That's what they've done. 8 years they sat back after mom died and come tell me about hearing mom's story damage me. Yeah? Or they'll come to that conclusion. Have you come to that conclusion? Go back in my track record. Go back to my track record. So how did you come to that conclusion? That I was damaged. Somebody obviously is not listening. Somebody obviously wants to salvage their conscience. So it's easier to say whatever and make me the victim of whatever London Early Years Foundation or whatever I've done. It's easier. You can live with your conscience. You'll not challenge whatever and come and write a story about your mother. Why should you? Why should you write a story about your mother? No? Why? You're ashamed of your mother. You're ashamed of your sister. You'd rather put your sister in a hole for them to cover up. It? That's why you do what you do. So now, it's easier, isn't it? Easier for you to do what you've done to me. So much easier. Yeah? Who do you trust? This is therapy for me. When I tidy up and I do whatever, I left and I go somewhere else and I try to do whatever because my life is not back together. So this is therapy for me. Yeah, my husband come ask me about the curtains because it's 5 o'clock. Pull those curtains. It's a form of safety for him. It's okay in whatever he's so. Yeah? His foot is as swollen as a jackfruit. Jackfruit. Yeah? But God give him the strength to be there batting for both of us. Yeah? This man, this selfless man who came from Jamaica in 1956 to establish his family, his Tomlinson family. Does he deserve what's happening to him the past 8 years because he's married to me? I don't think so. And the little that I have. Yeah? I'm being scammed. 8 years of hell. And yes, I must keep it shut and I must hide myself away. Is that what my brother expected? Is that what they planned? I'm gradually phasing my life away from my family. I don't want anybody to be ashamed of me. I don't want anybody to blame me for what they have failed to do. And in salving their conscience, they have to blame me. Go look on here and tell me where in there I have anything about family. That's negative. Yeah? And you telling me, oh, let your mama rest in peace. Is it she, your mother alone? Or was she my mother before she was your mother? And you don't think what you have said and done. You don't think what you have said and done to bring me where I am. And you keep repeating it from 2009. By the way, that's triggers. In case you didn't know, that's triggers also. Look at the rich. Look at the rich, whatever I have here on Facebook today. Look at the richness. And Joy, friendship with Joy, 9 years. And Joy, I can live with her consent. Yes, Joy, I'm calling your name. The same way I'm going to call Marva's name too. The same way I'm going to call Marva's name. Now who think I'm married to my husband for his money? I'm not mercenary. If it's one thing about me, I'm not mercenary. And that's why I can show whatever he gave me for birthday and Christmas. I used to give it away. I remember Alvin Murray was doing something. I just got my birthday present. I send it and give them. Where are they saying what my contribution? No. Nobody remembers those things, do they? No, why should they remember? I'm not gonna tarry. I have too much to do. I just have enough time to get my life back together. I think I will have to just start documenting and getting rid of the paperwork. So I think I'm gonna start with my DC because I'm proper. Can't afford to be stressed. So let's do this. And see how my father is only I can't interpret. Because when I had my second child, if I was fooling around with another man, okay, my child would not have gotten his father. But to this, I don't know if I have any videos on you. All right, I'm gonna end this because I have things to do. No, I have no videos on here. I'm not. Yeah, about that one. Yeah, about that one. I'm gonna end that before I put anything on. All right, so this is what came through the post. Important information, please read. Return address PO Box 585 Belfast BT1 DWP. Let's see what's on this. The same address, okay? It's the same address. Yeah. On here, it has my national insurance number. There's nothing on here. They're telling me when I call, I must disclose my national insurance number. Yeah. Let me see if it's the same telephone number. Oh, 800-731-0297. The 11th of the 3rd. And this was the 16th, okay? And this was the 11th of the 3rd. I know you do it by my son's father's birthday. Just coming in. And I have 2 of these already. Yes, so I'll end this. I have things to do. I wish this palpitation would go away. But I have to find my own measures to deal with whatever I'm dealing with. So I'm going to put back this up. And there is no way, none of my families who are involved in making me a victim is going to dictate any terms to me. And I mean any terms whatsoever. Because they helped put me in this place. How can my family not be able to say, I am your sister, I am your son, this is what I know of my mother, this is what I know of my sister. I'm keeping it to siblings and sons. How is it that none of them can write something for me? How? Yeah? But yet I've written tributes and I've written whatever and I've written whatever. How is it none of my family can do something for me? Go look at the rich, whatever I have on Facebook today. My Facebook memories. And tell me why I'm feeling this pain. Why I'm feeling this pain caused by discrimination after the death of my mother.